Hey guys, Mike McErlane with another episode of Workout 101 on workouttrainer.com. So today I just want to go over a superset to be done with the abs. Now a lot of people when they train abs, it's important to understand which part of the abs that you train first. Now realistically what you want to do is when you're actually training your abs, people think of different things to do such as crunches, planks, reverse crunches. You know, there's a multitude of exercises to do, but it's important to understand how to actually do them in the order so that you can get the best results possible. One of my favorite supersets to do is a reverse crunch followed by a decline crunch. So I'm going to go over the exercise, talk to you guys about the technique. So I want you to pay attention to a couple things. Now again, you know, for the purposes of ease and functionality, I'm not going to get too crazy by moving stuff around, so I'm just going to work within the bench that I have. A lot of people who have gyms and things like that, it's a little bit easier to do it on better seasoned equipment for the abs. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to lie back here on my my incline bench, and you want to be on an incline here. And I'm just going to, you know, improvise and grab hold of the bar for leverage. And from right here, what I want to do is I want to keep my back flat, okay? I don't want my back to arch to where there's space in between the bench and my back. What that does is that causes extension to where I'm pulling with my hip flexors versus pulling with my lower abs. So I want to force my back down, okay? You want to try and close that gap in between where your spine and the bench is to where it's flat. That way, your abs are engaged. And from here, just raise the legs up a bit, come up, and pull the hips up. Back down, lower down, and come up and pull the hips up. Get rotation in your hips. Use the bar or the back of the bench as leverage if you wanted to. I'm not going to pull on the bench here because it'll come up. But the idea is to come up and just don't raise your legs. You want to raise your legs and then from here pull your hips up off of the bench, okay? And roll your hips. And what happens is that you're pulling from your lower abdominals and you're rotating your hips up, okay? Now the lower abdominals are the weakest part in the abs, so that's the reason why you want to start by working that part first. That way you're not exhausted or you're exhausting the abs as you move down towards a regular crunch. So in other words, don't do a regular crunch or anything else first, because as in a regular crunch, as I'm going to demonstrate, now you're changing up the actual flexion of where you're contracting at the abs. In this case, as I lay down the decline crunch here, now the goal, same thing, flatten your back, okay? Decrease the space in between the bench and your lower lumbar area, flatten your back. You're automatically, your chest is gonna pull up slightly. From here, you're gonna place your sternum to your belly button, come up and crunch. Back down. You don't wanna go all the way down and relax, okay? You want to just go down, but keep your back flat. Don't create space in between your back and the bench. Come up, back, crunch. Minimize that distance between your sternum and your belly button. Okay? So what you're doing when you actually do that is you're starting the superset by working your lower abdominals first, okay? By pulling your hips up against gravity. Now, depending on how strong you are, you can play with the angles of the bench to where you're on less of an angle. You can even be on a flat surface to where you're on the ground or you're on just a flat bench and doing the legless or reverse crunches that way. But the key is to get that hip rotation. Then superset with a decline crunch. If your abs aren't strong enough for a decline, then go with a flat. Now remember, the reason why we're doing a decline crunch is because more of your body is going against gravity, okay? So the more of a decline that I am at, I'm actually I have to bring more of my body up to crunch against gravity, which causes more resistance against the abs. So if you're not strong enough, have the bench flat and just do a regular crunch, okay? So if you guys want a workout program that utilizes these two exercises back to back, you can actually find that on my Deadlift Insanity workout program. It's actually a program that I'm doing right now currently. I just finished up day 2 of week 1. That's why I'm a little sweaty. But this is a great superset to try. for your abs. So give it a shot. If you guys have any questions, make sure to ask me right here on workouttrainer.com by clicking up above where it says community, clicking on trainers in front of myself, Mike McErlane, and I will answer any questions you guys have. Or you can ask me on the Workout Trainer Facebook page. If you're watching this video from there, post in the comment section and we'll get back to you. Until next time, it's Mike McErlane. Take care.